Now we're going to relate the exponent laws you've been working with to units of measure and unit conversions, and this will become important as you're calculating area and volume later in this module. Recall that exponents are just a way to represent repeated multiplication, so I could write 3 times 3 as 3 squared. I'm taking the base 3 and multiplying it by itself 2 times. This same rule holds true when we're multiplying units together. Centimeters times centimeters would equal centimeters squared. I took that same base of centimeters and multiplied it by itself 2 times. We'll use this regularly when we're calculating area, and we'll see cubed units when we're calculating volume. Let's look at a couple of examples and focus on the units. In the first question, we'll calculate the area of a rectangular room using the equation below. You'll work with this equation more later in the module, but right now we're really going to focus on what happens with the units. To find area of a rectangle, we take the length and multiply by the width. In this room, the length is 13 feet, and the width is 8 feet. If we want to expand this out, we can group the numbers together and the units together, similar to what you did with scientific notation. So 13 times 8 times feet times feet. This isn't a step that you'll normally write out, but we'll focus on it here to see what happens. You can multiply the numbers together. 13 times 8 is 104. And then when you multiply the units together, feet times feet is feet squared. So the area of this room is 104 square feet, and it's really important that you include that square on the unit. Let's take a look at a volume example. Here we'll calculate the volume of a rectangular prism. The equation for this is the length times the width times the height. In this rectangular prism, we have a length of 1.2 meters, a width of 2.3 meters, and a height of 0.5 meters. We'll multiply the numbers together. I won't rewrite that step here since you won't normally do that. If you multiply 1.2 times 2.3 times 0.5, you get 1.38. And then we'll consider the units. Meters times meters times meters has the units of meters cubed, since meters was multiplied by itself 3 times. So our volume is 1.38 cubic meters. Now that you've seen what happens when we multiply units together to get squared or cubed units, in the next video we'll look at how to apply this to unit conversions.